We're here when you want us. Stay connected and listen anywhere when you download the free iHeartRadio app. All right, a well-placed shopping cart can be your first line of defense against over-aggressive holiday shoppers. No death fails and elbow jabs. The rib cage usually does the trick. From the elderly woman on the go, a sweet overhand maneuver with your purse filled with 3 rolls of nickels also can be very effective. This holiday shopping self-defense class is brought to you by.
And that holiday shopping self-defense class brought to you by Joe Denim, of course. Hey, it is 36 past, which means 24 before. Time for our Thursday from Tennessee. As I've been saying all morning, not every turkey was part of a Thanksgiving dinner. Our buddy Joe Denim is back with us again. JD, good morning, my brother.
How's it going? How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm good. I just got all set up on the Ring camera program deal.
Yeah.
So every once in a while on my phone, I get these sounds like icicles dropping. It's like, there's motion in your backyard. So weird.
Maybe it's that deer that was stalking you a couple of weeks ago.
Oh my goodness. I had a red fox in the neighborhood the other night.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's like Mutual of Omaha around here.
Dude, I tell you what, you are Marlon Perkins. There's no question about it.
I always liked the way Marlon Perkins used to ride around in the pickup, and Jim Fowler would get out and get his donkey kicked every morning.
And Marlon Perkins would just be sitting there commentating the whole thing,
Oh, Jim's getting kicked by the big bull moose elk. It looks like he's in heat. Are you okay, Jim? And Jim's like, ah!
And Jim, this is why you don't approach a bull moose when it's in heat. This is exactly why. So our viewers can see this is what you don't do.
This is why you have Mutual of Omaha insurance, just in case you get tagged down by a big bull buck elk in the field. Huh, Jim? Jim's like,
for Jim's interaction.
Jim's signing up for child support. The big bull moose elk isn't paying.
Oh man, that's a memory. I didn't realize you remembered Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom.
Yeah, I remember that was the only thing I was allowed to watch as a kid. That and Roy Clark doing drugs on Hee-Haw. That was
it's Roy Clark and Picking and a Grinning. They were doing more than that. They were sniffing and snorting is what they were doing.
Oh my God, he's sweating like a thing in church. Anyways, how's it going?
Going good, my man. I'm going good. I am so glad to see. Based on your messages to me, of course, and your posts on Facebook and Twitter. In case people don't realize, JD does have a Twitter account. I had to remind him of that about 6 months ago. But I'm so glad to see that you were able to provide what looked like a delicious pigeon dinner for your family at Thanksgiving. I thought that was fantastic.
Yeah, it was chicken wing chunks. If you haven't had them, that's the chicken part without the bones in them. It was boneless pigeon. So good. Tell you what, you don't want to eat just one,
and those boneless pigeon, they are really big down in Tennessee. They're tough to catch, but they're really big down in Tennessee because they're just all over the place, with no bones, they're tough to catch.
Yeah, you can't get your arms around some of these Tennessee pigeons, but man, are they delish. What did you do for Thanksgiving? I had pigeon. What did you do?
I had my oldest daughter is a fabulous cook, and she made a spread for Thanksgiving, which was tremendous. And man, you know what? I did what I do, well, pretty much 365, but definitely at Thanksgiving and Christmas, I ate myself stupid. And that's exactly how I turned out after having indulging like I did. I sat there on our couch trying to watch football with one eye about half open because a tryptophan from a turkey kicks in, and man, you're just done.
Yeah, tryptophan. That's that's what Bill Cosby serves at his house every day. It's like, if I can't I don't drink, Bill. Okay, have the turkey. Ding.
Bill Cosby's the only guy that invented tryptojello, is what it is.
Tryptojello. Yeah, it's turkey jello. Go ahead and eat it. The kids love it.
Oh, it's delicious, y'all.
Yeah, so there's that. So I'm doing this wine thing, this Advent calendar. You following that deal?
I am, man. What's going on with that? Tell our viewers and listeners.
Well, apparently the big thing this year is these Advent calendars, and you do something every day up until Christmas for 24 days, starting December 1st. So we started doing this Advent wine calendar thing. So I drink a bottle of wine every day from now until Christmas. And I was like, well, what else is No. But
Come on.
yeah, now they're just littler. So I bought this box of wine. Then you poke your finger in a hole for the day that it says, and then you drink the wine, and you do it every day until Christmas. So I'm doing that.
How many days have you done that? Because I've only seen, I think, 2.
But yeah, it starts December 2nd. Today's the
Okay.
3rd, so it's just 2 days.
Okay. So the
you're
first one I
up
saw.
to date.
Hey man, I thought maybe I was behind. You know how life passes you by when you get to be a certain age, or a certain mental state.
Get all strung out on the tryptamine. What's it called? The turkey
tryptophan.
Tryptophan.
Yeah, Tryptojello. It's that one.
Tryptojello.
The trip to Cosby. That's what it is.
Yeah, you're up to date on the wine Advent drinking special.
So let me ask you this then. I know you don't know what the wine is every day. You just poke your hole in it, or finger or hand in it, or you just poke whatever you can find in it.
Are we still talking about the wine?
I'm trying to get back to that actually, but it's not working.
I think I need to call myself a cab, Brene. Yeah, I don't know what the wines are. It's like you just don't know what you get.
Okay, that was my question. Who sets this up? Is this something you bought or was given to you? Because I'm wondering why yesterday you started out with Ripple. I didn't know Ripple was a wine. That's you.
No, it's called Rose. It's called Rose Dry, but it has a thing over the E, so I'm not sure what that's about. They don't know how to spell apparently over at the JP Chenet. I've been corrected.
All I saw was the R, and I thought, okay, Ripple. That's a good wine. That goes well with fried bologna and turkey.
Yeah, spam. No, it's the first day was great. It was a Cabernet, which is what I like, and the second last night was this rosé dry, and apparently it's supposed to be chilled. Well, they didn't give me the directions on that, and I drank it warm, and it's pretty rough.
Well, how do you chill? Because what you've got that Advent calendar thing, that thing's huge. How do you chill the whole thing?
That's what I said. Do I put the whole thing outside? Did I ruin the good wine? I don't know. It's kind of I'm still working through this, So I don't know, but I'll keep doing it. I'm going to do it for 23 more days. See if I don't like it.
See if you don't. Yeah, I'm sure that's going to be the verdict. You don't like it. The only thing you're not going to like about it. The only thing you're not going to like about it is that, like you said earlier, it's a little smaller than what you're used to. But
bottles are so little. It's like, what are you going to drink? But they do fit in the cup holders on the ATV, so that works.
Oh, see, now there is a purpose. There is a purpose.
You can't get a wine. You can't get a wine bottle in a cup holder of an ATV.
And Lord knows you've tried. But
I've tried.
Here's also the reasoning behind that. But by the time you get it to the ATV, it's nothing but an empty bottle anyway. So
it rattles.
It's not like you need to put it in the thing,
Unbelievable.
So is the quality, so to speak, of wine supposed to progress as the days go on, or is it supposed to become, more like Thunderbird by the time you get to the 25th because you're so ripped you won't have any idea what's going on, or what?
I think it's just a way to introduce a guy like me who maybe, let's say, is more whiskey and waffles. Maybe it's just to introduce. There's other wines out there than like a Cab or a Shiraz. It's just to introduce me to different wines, I guess. So I'm learning,
Dude, you're scaring me. You're getting culture and you're scaring me.
Let's see how it works. If rosé dry was the deal last night, I'm going to go back to whiskey and waffles. I'll go to the Waffle House and drink. I can do that now.
I think you need to be prepared because I have a feeling this will be one of them. When you pull out the bottle of sangria, you need to get Blake on the phone with you and go, hey man, how do I drink this?
Yeah. How do I handle this sangria, Blake?
Right.
I hear Sam in the backyard barking. You hear Sam barking? Listen.
Sam got into the Advent calendar, man.
Sam's in
the 20th of December. Are you kidding?
He took a sip of my Jack and Coke one time.
Oh.
And he walked around in a circle, fell asleep, got up, had diarrhea. It was last time he ever drank Jack and Coke. So.
Oh, well, dude, anybody who knows you knows your Jack and Coke is basically all Jack just saying hi to Coke. There's no Coke.
Hello, Coke. Yeah. I got Thanksgiving. They told that story again. I said I was making some Gentleman Jack and Coke. It was good. And I said to somebody's like, that looks really good. I said, hey, you want me to make you a drink? And somebody goes, no, don't have Denim make you a drink. It'll kill you. So
No. I want to go back to the very first Treetown Music Festival up in Forest City. where you and I were together, and you brought like 12 cases of your moonshine that you smuggled across several state borders to get to Iowa and Forest City. And this, you arrived on a Friday, and I got there on Friday as well. We hooked up right away, and by Sunday night, when it was all said and done, and we were gonna go to Toby's bus, and there was like one quart out of 12 cases left.
Yeah,
of your moonshine.
Yeah, that's that quart we took over to Toby's bus lasted about 2.9 seconds on the Toby bus.
It did. It lasted no time.
Gone. I mean, whew, it was out of there. But yeah, that Tennessee moonshine, that's some good stuff. We got to come back up there. We keep saying it, but we got to come back up there.
I know, man. I got Stumpy trying to get you up here for a Christmas party or something. You know, Hanukkah, anything.
Yeah, happy. Where are all the comments on this thing today, Darren? Do we have those up? Do you flip that button on? Or
I did. I got the comments. I cannot believe that the normal people are not commenting here.
Are we all alone? Where's Kimberly, or what's her name?
Kimberly hasn't commented. Drake
Kim barely can see it.
Kim barely can comment. And Drake, my soon-to-be son-in-law, he usually has more comments than I even care to read, and yet he's awful stealth today.
Today is Thursday, right?
Oh, maybe that's the problem.
Yeah, I'll be honest. These days are just all blending together. Like Saturday's coming up, and we have a show coming up again here in Nashville.
Where are you going to be?
We're going to be at the Scoreboard, and we've got a killer band. In fact, I'm going to go into the studio today at noon, and I'm going to record a Christmas song.
You messaged me that the other day, because I messaged you and said I'm playing Here Comes White Claws.
Yeah.
And I know that you were busy with Backstage Backyard, so you didn't get a chance to listen. But you know what I did? What? I played like the first 30 seconds of Mrs. Claus Told Santa Claus, just to give people an idea of the original Joe Denim Christmas song. Yeah. What a great song that was. I forgot. I had to go back later after I aired that snippet and watch the video, and I forgot you were like in an elf costume and the whole works, man.
Yep, the whole bit. I wrote that with Danny Simpson, who wrote all the Tim Wilson stuff, and that was classic Danny Simpson. He's like, "Hey man, Mrs. Claus told Santa Claus he go elf himself." I'm like, "What? Wait, what?" That sounds like a Christmas tune, Dan. So we wrote it.
That is an incredible. That is that. If that one hasn't made the iconic status of White Christmas by Bing Crosby, I don't know what's wrong with people. I really don't.
Oh, I've got some really good titles I'll send you that didn't make the record. But today's song is about this guy that gets a little confused and goes out and messes up Christmas. But I'll send it to you as soon as we get done. I hope to have a mix on it tomorrow.
I can't wait to hear it, man. Because when you came out with White Claws last year, was it last year or the year before?
Last year. Yeah, last year.
And that was with help me out. I just lost her name.
Hastings and Co.
Yes. Great song. When you came out with that, I'll tell you what, the sale of White Claws up here in Iowa just exploded.
Well, you couldn't get it. It was like toilet paper. You know, it was just off the shelves. Basically, if you drink enough White Claws, you'll need toilet paper. Oh, who we got here? We got Vicky.
Vicky says, "Good morning, guys. Working but
listening. What are you working at a strip club, Vicky? What are you doing? It's so important."
She's a great listener, man. She's fantastic. Yeah. God bless her. Look, she's got a black heart behind her name and everything.
Look at that. She's got a heart and everything.
Yeah, black heart. That's black awesome.
Heart. It's red on my end. Why is it black for you?
Because is it red for you?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's black for me.
Well, see.
Wow. Well, I better watch what doors I walk under for a while, hadn't I?
And ladders. Oh, there's David Norland. Hey, David, bring some shine to Iowa. Tell you what, David, we get up there, I'll bring some shine.
David, I'm telling you, you are not going to remember about 14 days after you drink one of his quarts of moonshine. I promise you.
Oh, yeah. You'll need some new eyeglasses by the time I'm done with you. Joe Denim is an elf costume, would likely be Buddy. Oh, you know what? I dressed up as Buddy the Elf, Sean, and I had to sign autographs all night. I made the mistake of dressing up in my elf costume and walking down the streets of Broadway here in Nashville. I couldn't get 2 feet without having to sign autographs. They thought I was Buddy the Elf.
And if you haven't seen that, I'm going to encourage everybody, go onto YouTube and YouTube Santa Claus, Joe Denim, Santa Claus, Mrs. Claus told Santa Claus.
Yeah.
And watch the video because he's in an elf costume the entire time. You got your gnome with you, which it's hard to tell the difference between you and the gnome. You guys look so much alike.
Well, it's actually Justin Moore.
Oh, that's right. I forgot you told me that he
Justin
was
Moore dressed up as a gnome, and all he had to do was put on a hat. So go watch the video.
Oh, Justin. Now the comments are coming in. It's about time. See, okay, here comes White Claws is my jam.
Yeah. Need to hear more.
That's
Garcia.
That's my soon-to-be son-in-law. That in the picture right there, that's your niece, Ireland.
Yep. Bubba Garcia. That's a hit song right there.
We need to hear Bubba Garcia. And then we got a good morning from April. Well, good morning, April.
Hi, April. It's a nice shirt you're wearing. Oh, wait. April's not wearing a shirt.
A nice shirt you're not wearing.
She must be at work.
She's out getting the White Claws. That's what she's doing.
Yeah, she's at the White Claws. Drucker and Keith Whitley at a Whitney Houston concert. Get in there.
Oh, wow. Oh, now, hey, I gotta take issue with that one. So I'm a huge Keith Whitley fan.
Oh, I'm a huge Keith Whitley fan, but I'm also a huge Lori Morgan fan. That's kind of, it's a conundrum.
And did you hear what I just said? When you mention the name Lori Morgan, all you got to do is go, oh, and everybody knows exactly what you mean.
I have a story I have to tell you about Lori Morgan off air. This is an off air story. I hate to do that to the listeners because they want to hear. You know what we should do? We should have a podcast where we can just say whatever we want.
Well, we're going to have a podcast. That's something else we need to. We'll subtly announce it right now. You and I are going to start the podcast.
Okay.
We're going to podcast some of this, and then we're going to kind of create our own. So you can tell the Lori Morgan stories and the Ronnie Dunn stories and all those kinds of things that you can't tell on the air.
Man, it was backstage at the CMA festival, and I'm not speechless much, Darren. You know this, but Lori Morgan.
You're going to break here, aren't you?
I was at a loss of words for about a minute.
Oh,
it was like Lori.
See, Lori Morgan is like the epitome of beauty.
No, it was in a good way, a loss of words. I was like,
that's what I mean. I just have a feeling what you're going to say because I know you, and you're always nearby when things like this happen.
Yeah.
Like when Joe Nichols sings "Tequila Makes Her Clothes Fall Off," only it doesn't have to be tequila, if you know what I mean.
Right. Well, like this morning, I went to McDonald's before I got on with you, and I ate a whole kid's Happy Meal, and man, was his mom ticked. She's like, hey, and I'm like, what?
Oh, isn't this the Waffle House? Sorry.
At the Waffle House, we share, Mom.
Hey, Terry says, shine on. There you go.
Shine on, Terry. Terry Frazier. Terry Frazier sounds like a wrestler.
He kind of does, doesn't it?
I don't know what Terry does. Terry Frazier.
Hey, speaking of shine, since we're talking about your first year up at Tree Town and your moonshine, you remember all the faction of Dayton fans we had up there. And remember the moonshine that they had when we were out going through the campgrounds and everything? Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, they were great. Dayton. Was that Dayton, Iowa?
Dayton, yeah. All the great folks in Dayton they had their whole big camp area that we stopped at.
I say we just got to come up there and do a show up there. We got to do a show up there before Christmas. I mean, I'll drive up now. If I left now, I could probably be there by happy hour.
Oh yeah, if you left now, you'd be here by about 6 quarts of moonshine. But by the time you'd be fine, man.
Oh my goodness, yeah. Okay, let's get to Iowa. Let's figure it out today. Let's call Sean George Whiskey and Waffles. New song title. I actually wrote a song called "If the Waffle House Served Whiskey," and Jelly Roll cut it. He cut it, and it was just a chorus, and he just sang the chorus like 80 times. You know how these rap artists just sing the chorus?
And nobody can tell.
Yeah. I'll find it and send it to you. It's called "If the Waffle House Served Whiskey, I'd have me a shot and a bite. If Waffle House served whiskey, I'd stay drunk all night." And he said it like 80 times. I'm like, I said, "There's more to the song than that, Jelly Roll." And he's like, That's all I need right there. And I'm like, okay. So
dude, next time you go into a bar or anything, you just need to say, "Hey, I want a shot and a bite." And they're gonna say, "Don't you need a shot and a beer?" Nope, shot and a bite. Throw it at me.
Shot and a bite. I'll just open up my jacket if they don't have the shots. But Jelly Roll's another one of those guys. He's like that Post Malone. They took a Sharpie to their face and they got Sharpie all over their face. I couldn't understand that.
Kind of like Mike Tyson. Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, well, Prince started it with that symbol on his face, you know.
He did. Yeah, he did. Hey, good morning. There's Kimberly right there.
There's Kimberly. Hi, Kimberly Ann Baca. Rocca Haka. What's her last name? De Cabra? That sounds Irish.
Did not going to pronounce.
Cabarella.
They're not going to pronounce it right, so why even try? Mike,
Whoa!
my buddy Mike here.
Hey, buddy.
Congratulations on the new grandson on Thanksgiving. That's Sergeant Mike Scott. What a great guy he is. Even though he rides a Honda, not a Harley. But that's okay. Terry says, yeah, he can't be a wrestler. Good.
Riding a Honda motorcycle is like walking up to a hooker and asking for a hug. Speaking of, hey, Liz Johnson, how are you today, Liz? Good to see you.
Hey, Liz. All right. Good morning. Yeah, that's good. Now, see, the comments are rolling in now, man. Darren Hill, did you ask Joe about this event calendar? It's okay. It happens.
Yeah, I get confused on the Advent and event. Just letters, Kimberly.
Hey, we call him Booger. Here's Booger. Hey, guys.
Hey, Booger, how's it going? Good pick. You know, tell you what.
Nice roll, Booger. All right, man. Let's. I've been working on, and I've told you about the guy named Stumpy up here, who he would be almost legendary status, but nobody can see him. He's, you think Justin Moore's little. Stumpy could tie his shoes without bending over. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, wow. Just a little guy. But Stumpy has said he will get you up here, for a Christmas party. So I don't know where that's at. We got to make that happen. I don't know, man.
Yeah, I'm into it. I've got songs. I've got some good ones. I've been in a lot of writing. So like a week ago, I spent a lot of time deer hunting. And what happens is after I spend a lot of time deer hunting, it's alone time, I get all these great song ideas. So I've had like 20 really good song ideas. So I'm going to go in writing mode for the next month.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that.
It's great. I got some really good ones.
Is backstage backyards kind of slowed down because of the cooler weather, or what's going on?
Yeah,
there?
it's pretty chilly, and none of these guys like to be out in the cold, and that includes me. I had to plug. Here's my thing. I don't like to go out if I have to plug my diesel Duramax in, and I had to plug her in. Blanche, I named her Blanche because she's always running low on hill, and she's got a loose end. And I tell you what, and screw loose. So Blanche,
I know she's your favorite of the Golden Girls too. I realize that. You got a poster of her in your office there. I know.
If I get a tattoo, it's going to be a Blanche from the Golden Girls. Anyway, I had to plug Blanche in the other night. If I have to plug the diesel truck in to stay warm, it's too cold to be outside. So yes, we're kind of on a little bit of a hiatus, which is fine. And I'm going to be writing songs. We're going to the studio today, and
Okay, I'm going to look to you as the expert on this because you're right there on the complete pulse of the Nashville scene. In off Nashville. Okay.
Did you say Paul's?
I said Paul's, as in Paul's place.
Paul's. Okay.
Right. Pulse. Yes. The thing that throbs in your neck, Anyway,
I played a benefit in Oklahoma once for these lost dogs. It was called Paws Looking for Their Paws.
Oh,
that's not it. That's not it.
No, that's not what I meant.
You said Pulse.
There's the Nashville scene, and then there's you looking in. But at least you're looking in closer than we are. You do a lot of window peeking. We know. God. So anyway, I know it's early. I know the pandemic is still, rising in some places. We've had spikes here in Iowa. We still are under one. But what is the early conversation about getting people back on tour next year and hitting the stages?
Well, I think there's a lot of hypocritical things going on in this town. We'll talk about that real quick. We can only have 8 people at a gathering, 25 people at a bar, and that includes all floors and workers. So you get like 2 customers in a bar at a time.
21 workers, right?
What's that?
For 21 workers, 2 customers.
Right, right. However, it's okay to have 32,000 people at the mall 24/7.
Gotcha.
Not happy about it all, Darren. In fact, so as far as touring, we're hearing that it might be mid 21 or late 21. There a lot of dates are getting canceled out in early 21 because they're waiting on the stupid vaccine. So it looks like we might be off the road for a minute.
Really? Still going to
Yeah.
continue? Here I was hoping like you were going to say, okay, early spring, the buses are going to roll and things are going to start to resume, so to speak.
Well, that's what we're hoping, but realistically, we're hearing. I mean, they're canceling a lot of 21 dates. I mean, they're announcing 22 dates, and we're like, seriously? But it's going to be a minute, to be honest. I don't get serious very often, but yeah, it's going to be a second. So,
wow. Well, that's rough, man, because I still have tickets to. It's for May the 4th, and I'm hoping it happens. I've got tickets for Carrot Top. He's opening for for the new Tiny Tim, and it's supposed to be a Joe Denim review, and I'm pretty excited about it.
Yeah, I've still got tickets to that Eddie Money concert, but they said that times are so tough now that Eddie's just going by Eddie. So.
Speaking of, I got to tell you about a night that I got to spend with Eddie off air. Okay, one of those.
Eddie Money, yeah. Wow.
Of course, it's not going to top your Ronnie Dunn. Let's see what hangs out kind of story. But anyway.
How about the night we stuffed a midget, 2-foot Fred, in Ronnie Dunn's bunk? That was fun.
Yeah, you told me about that because you said he actually has a phobia of small people. How does he handle Justin Moore? How does that work?
I don't know. We'll have to we'll have to run that one down.
He obviously never opened. Brooks and Dunn never opened for Little Jimmy Dickens because that wouldn't have flown whatsoever.
No, little Jimmy Dickens.
Hey, real quick before we let you go, got some more comments here. Let's read these real quick. Paula says, "Good morning, guys. I'm part of the Dayton group." Yeah, there you go. That was a treat. Tell me, love to host Joe anytime.
Come on, Paula. We'll come up there and play your. Well, who is the guy? No, that was in Mill Creek. There was a guy that came out in a Speedo. His wife had crocheted him a Speedo, but
Mill Creek,
there was no back to it. It was just a front, like a banana hammock thing, and she had crocheted it for him.
Yeah, and then it turned out he had it on backwards.
Oh my God! And anyway, I think that might have been some of the same crew, maybe. But yeah, the Dayton people were awesome. This guy had an electrical company, and I mean, see something like that. We'll come up and play an electrical party.
Oh.
It won't take much. Me and a guitar, and can you imagine? I mean, Darren, you have to be there though. You'd have to introduce me and stuff.
Dude, you, electricity, moonshine, and bodily fluids. That's not a good combination.
Yeah, we'll remove your shorts. That kind of thing. Back to Bill Cosby and that trazodone, or what was it? Trazamine?
Tryptogello.
Trapezoid?
Yeah, that thing, that muscle.
Yeah, that thing.
It freezes all those muscles, obviously. Hey,
I
Paul,
think what we do today is we at the end of the day, somebody's going to call Darren and book the Joe Denim experience at your Christmas party.
Let's get it, man. Let's get it. I'm going to take slight issue with you, Paula, here, just because you said we would love to host Joe Denim anytime. What, am I excluded here? I don't get it.
Oh yeah. What about that, Paula? Can Darren ride along, or does he have to stay in the garage? Or
might want to reword that. I guess I deserve some shine for that screw up. Yeah, we can get you some. I'm telling you.
What screw up?
He made a screw up yesterday, apparently.
Okay, well, Terry, we don't know these things, but okay, shine for you.
David says, "Cat drank my shine." Yeah, that's never a good thing.
Yeah, well, that'll put hair on your cat.
Live Joe Denim for next year's St. Thomas Ball. Okay, now that's that. Oh my goodness. Okay, Brian is one of the guys on the committee for St. Thomas Aquinas Catholic Church in Webster City, where I live. Have you ever done a Catholic bar mitzvah?
I did one time. We got paid in candy bars and hugs.
You realize that bar mitzvahs are Jewish, right? That's why.
Oh, anyway. They are?
Yeah. I thought that one went over your head. Anyway.
Is there a big Jewish community up there in Fort Dodge?
Yeah. All of them with the last name McFlinkle.
McFlinkenstein.
That's what it is. How cold was it? You had to plug your truck in. Okay, there you go.
Yeah, it's 27 degrees, 27 here in Nashville. It's warmer in Alaska right now than it is in Nashville right now.
Do you realize right now here in Iowa it's 20 degrees and you're complaining about 27?
Oh, I'll complain about anything under 45. Hold on, what about Kimberly? We will not get the rabies shot thanks through government. What in the world? Is Kimberly doing the drugs? Is she drinking shine right now?
Thanks, okay.
What the hell? More people on the bus tour.
That's Stumpy.
Hey, Bruce.
He owns a bar and grill.
Okay.
Called Stumpy's. He owns Stump Snow and Mow, and he owns a fleet of party buses.
Okay.
So this is the guy that's supposed to be working to get you up here.
I think what we do is we just jump on his party bus, on his tour bus, and play for the people as they drive them to the bar to party there. Make it just like a long party, afternoon, evening party.
Can you see the picture here on Stumpy's thing?
I'd have to zoom in on it. It might make it weird.
Yeah,
Normally, when I touch the screen, it hangs up on you, and that makes it weird.
Well, so don't touch your screen. So you wouldn't be able to see Stumpy anyway. He's hidden behind the F in the Facebook thing right there. So
yeah, Stumpy rides around in the glove box. It'll be fun.
Hey, buddy, we got to let you go. We are going to work on that podcast, though. I can't wait to hear your new Christmas song that you're recording today. So we can get on the airwaves at K97 as well. And, of course, anything else you got going on, definitely let me know. We're going to work to get you up here. Doggone it. That's going to happen. And, of course, share with me your Lori Morgan story, because I can't wait to hear that. Man, I really can't.
It is amazing. It's something in red-ish.
Or something not in red. Okay.
Yeah, something not in red. I think that song should have been called Something in Pink, Lemonade. Something like that. Whoa, hey, I'm looking for something in pink, lemonade, something like that. I got to go.
So cool. Buddy, you have a great day. We will talk to you soon. And God bless, man. Stay safe. We need you.
Keep it going. I'll see you soon.
All right, buddy. See ya. That's our buddy Joe Denim, of course. Oh man, that guy! I tell you what, he's got a new Christmas song he's recording today, and I'm nervous as to how it actually is going to shake out. But hey, as you heard, and as always, we will be one of the first ones to hear it right here on K97. We're going to roll into the 9 o'clock